Hey guys, it's Kevin and this is going to be my review for the season premiere of Big Brother 17, because as you guys know, I always review Big Brother for you guys. I know you guys always really enjoy it. Well, at least you seem to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure you do. They are usually very popular. But, of course, I put up with last season. Last season's over. Now we're going to get into this season. And you guys are probably wondering, why do you keep reviewing Big Brother if you don't like it? It's not that I don't like the show. It's just that the casts are different. I mean, and here's the reason why I keep watching, because casts are going to be different. Every cast is going to be a little bit different. Not every cast is going to be the same way. So I figured I might as well come into it. And, wow, what a premiere this was, seriously. Let's just get into it, because there was a lot to talk about that actually happened. This could actually be a really good season. Now, again, guys, I am trying to be open-minded. I'm not, overjoyed about this season. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be an amazing season. Because last season I thought was going to be really great, and then it got really boring. Like, it got really boring, and it wasn't very good, and this season could be really good, though, honestly. I honestly could see that happening. Then, again, I thought last season was going to be really good, and it really wasn't. So, I honestly don't know how this season's going to be. Let's just get into this premiere, because a lot actually happened, and, I want to talk about all the house guests individually. Of course, they did do what they did last season, where they had, 8 house guests, and then the next 8 tomorrow night. But, the 8 house guests we got tonight, I thought overall were really good. I overall really did enjoy the 8 house guests. I think they're pretty good, and I want to talk about them individually, because I actually do like most of them. There are some I don't really like, but most of them I really do. So let's first get into Audrey. She's actually the first transgender player in Big Brother history, which is honestly a very big deal. Honestly, it is a pretty big deal. I really like that. And let me just say, I like how subdued she is. I like that she's not, like, completely out there about it. Like, she was actually... I think she could be a really good player. First of all, she's a Big Brother, fanatic. She knows Big Brother very well. And she seems like she knows what she's doing as well. She doesn't seem like she's just there to have fun. She seems like she's there to play the game. And I like how calm she is. I like she's very subdued. I think she honestly could be a very good player. I really do like her. And when she did eventually, and I like the way she handled her being transgender. She didn't just say it right away when we met her that she was transgender. She actually took some time, and then when it was right, she told them. And I thought it was really good that she did that. I thought it was a very good decision on her part. And you know what? That really made me like her. I think she could be a really great player. I honestly think she could go pretty far. Honestly, I do. I think she could go pretty far, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she does in the game, because I think she could do really well. Austin, we also met Austin tonight. I thought he is fine. I don't really have much to say about him, because we don't know too much about him, but he was fine, I guess. Clay. I want to talk about Clay. Clay, I think, is a really good player. He kind of reminds me of the Cody of last season. They're kind of building him up that way, but I think he honestly could be a really good player. He seems like his heart's in the game, and him not telling them that he was this, very, competitive guy who does football and things like that was honestly a really good move, because if they know that, if they know that you're physical, you're an automatic threat. Obviously, you're an automatic threat, and they'll probably try to get rid of you, which I think is really good that they did that. I'm very happy that Clay didn't tell them that. And honestly, that made me think, you know what, he honestly could go very far in the game. I think he could. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how Clay does. Honestly, I think he could be really good, and he seems like a really fun guy as well. Like, I definitely really like him. Devonne. Devonne at first seemed to me like the Joe Costa of this season, but she's not like that at all, actually. She's actually a very strategic player, at least what we're seeing here. She seems very strategic, and honestly, she could be really good. She's a poker dealer, so that could actually help her very well, and I actually really do like her. I think she could be really good in the game, and I think she could be really good, honestly. I think she has a very good chance of staying in the game. Really, she could. Jace, I like Jace overall. He's really funny. I like that he said he wasn't a petty cab driver, because of course Hayden was last season. He does look a lot like Hayden. He's nothing like him, though. His references to movies, that was hilarious. I love that he referenced movies and things like that. He's very funny, and I really like his personality. I don't know if he's going to go far in the game, but if he just plays it cool and just is fun, that honestly can get you pretty far in the game. I've said it before, floater is a good strategy. I don't like floaters because they don't do anything and they just sit there and they think they're there to have fun. Like Victoria last year, who thought she was at summer camp to, she thought she was at summer camp and when she was playing a game. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't want people like that. Jace, to me, just seems like the fun guy, and I think that's honestly fine if he does that, but I do want him to play a good game. I think he could play a good game. We'll see how that is overall. James, I thought he was going to be a floater, but he's not a floater. We'll get into that. The only person I really can't stand is Meg. I don't like Meg, and I'll tell you why. I don't like the big players like, oh my god, I have a gay best friend. Like, I don't give a shit that you have a gay best friend. Just sit down. I don't care. Like, she's way too loud. She's really annoying, and we always had one of those players. Like, season 16 last year, it was Paola. And then Big Brother 15, it was Gina Marie, and now we have Meg, and she's not, if she's just gonna be this loud presence that just shouts all the time and is really excited, I mean, that's fine if, like, it's fine to have fun. Like I said, Jace has fun, but not, like, big and just shouting all the time. Like, I can't stand them like that. If they're just there for that reason, and she seems like the ultimate floater to me. She doesn't seem like she's gonna play the game at all, and there are very good reasons why I don't think she's really going to play the game. I will get into that, but she really didn't seem like that good of a player, and she honestly didn't seem like she socialized very well with anyone, honestly. I didn't see her socializing with any of the players. I mean, she kind of seems like she's going to be the first one home. I'm calling it now. She's going to be one of the first ones home. I don't see her going very far. Shelli. Here's my thing with Shelli. I think that I like her personality. She is pretty damn attractive, I will say that. She is 33, but as she said, she is a puma, so she is pretty hot. I don't like how she's just there to have a showmance, though. Basically, that's all it seems like. You know, she's just there to have the showmance with this guy, Clay, who's 23, and she's 33, and she's 10 years older than him. But here's the thing, like, I'm fine with her having a crush on Clay, but having an all-out showmance, I mean, at least it's not like Christine and Cody when Christine was like a million years older than him, and she was married, and Cody wasn't, and Cody, was single, and he was like 20. That was horrible. This is better than that. I just don't like how she's just there to be with Clay. I mean, she could be there for, I understand that, like, she wants to have a showmance, and honestly, a showmance can get you pretty far in a game. You know, if you have that bond, you can get pretty far. The last showmance that we really had that was, like, big was Macranda. Honestly, that was the big showmance. Last year, Nicole and Hayden kind of were a showmance, but it was mainly that they were just, they weren't really a showmance. They were just together in the game. They stuck by each other. They really weren't the ultimate showmance. So I understand that Shelli wants a showmance because it honestly is a good strategy. It can take you far. But I don't like how she's just there to flirt around with Clay. And she, like, flirting around with him. She didn't even say her age, which that right there, it throws a red flag, honestly. That makes me, like, seriously, like, the only reason she didn't say how old she is just so she can hook up with Clay. And Clay likes her. That's fine if they like each other, but I just don't want her to be just there to be with Clay. If she's just going to comment about Clay all season and not do anything, then I don't like that. Honestly, though, I think she could be a good player, though. I will get into that, but now, those are basically what I think of the individual players overall. Now, these are only the first 8. That's my opinion on the first 8. The next 8 will come tomorrow night. By the way, guys, I forgot to say this. You know how I reviewed Big Brother as a season, weekly last year? I'm going to do that again this year. The way I reviewed Big Brother last year, where I reviewed it weekly and things like that, I like doing that. So I'm going to do that again this year, and I will review the first 2 parts individually, but then you won't see another review from me for Big Brother till next Thursday. That's when I will review Big Brother, is Thursdays. That's what I like to do. It worked very well last year. I have a lot more to talk about. I could talk about evictions and POVs and stuff like that, and basically that's how I'm going to do it, so look forward to that. But now we're getting into the actual game, which, holy shit, this season is going to be insane, really. It's going to be an insane season. There's a lot to talk about. Let's just get into it. So, Julie reveals that there's going to be 3 twists in this episode. The first twist is that the Belle of the Block is back. I know you guys are like, well, why aren't you excited? First of all, they said the fan favorite twist. Like, yeah, nobody liked the Belle of the Block. Like, seriously, nobody liked it. It's not that the idea is bad. The idea is actually pretty cool, that 2 nominees go off and, 2 nominees go off, they're safe, and the other 2 go on. That's actually a pretty cool idea. I just didn't like the way it was executed. Now again, they could actually do it very well this season. Maybe this house, they seem a lot more strategic. They don't seem like they're just there to have fun like they were last season. They actually seem like they're really good game players. So maybe it could go better this season, but I'm just not really sure. I don't think it's going to go better. I don't think it's going to be any better than it was last season, but I guess we'll have to see really how this all works out, because I'm really not sure how it's going to go this season. But I'm really not happy that the Battle Block is back. Honestly, though, with this other twist, it could make actually a huge difference, which I will talk about that. But basically, let's talk about alliances, because we did actually get an alliance tonight. We Devonne, Shelli, and Audrey are talking, and they want to start an all-girls lines. Every season, though, they try to start an all-girls lines. Like, this is a Big Brother cliche. Like, you want to talk about Big Brother cliches, every single season, some girl tries to start an alliance. Like, Big Brother 15, it was Alyssa. She wanted to start an all-girls alliance. It didn't work out very well, obviously. Big Brother 16, she wanted to, basically you had, like, Joey wanted to start an all-girls alliance, and we know how that worked out with Joey. This, though, I honestly think this could be a good idea, because I'll tell you why. Past season, they've included every girl and try to start an alliance with every girl. They didn't include every girl. They didn't include Meg. Basically, these three girls bonded. They saw a bond they had, and they thought maybe we can make an alliance. And I like that they were being kind of secret about it as well. I like that they're like, maybe we could do an alliance, maybe not. I like that they weren't official with it, because honestly, yeah, it is the first day. It's not exactly the best time to make an alliance. But if these three have a bond, I could honestly see this working. I really could. Because they have this bond and this friendship, it could take them pretty far, definitely. If they stick by it, because you had like El Cuatro last season, that lasted for literally a day, and then the other house guest came in and that was dead. So this, I think, could honestly go pretty well, though. We'll have to see. They didn't say an official name, so it could end up being dead, but I think because they have such a great friendship, it could honestly be working pretty well. So we'll have to see how that works out, because I think that could be really good for them. So I'm looking forward to that. I think the group as a whole are pretty good. The first 8 at least. I think they're a pretty good group. I do enjoy them. Besides Meg, I do really enjoy them. But let's get into the crazy twist, because of course we had the BB Takeover, the twist, which is insane. Definitely, it's an insane twist. But at first, I'm going to talk about, we have the first competition, basically the first actual competition of the season. And I thought the competition was actually really funny, the way it was, like, throwing tomatoes at the screen at them for this horrible movie that came out. Some people said that was making fun of, like, Big Brother in past seasons. I kind of agree. I mean, think of the booze that they've gotten in bad reviews and things like that. Like, I could understand that. But I thought it was honestly a really good competition. It actually was really hard. Basically, one person had to sit out during the competition. That's never happened before. One person had to sit out. Devonne chose to do it. I think it was honestly a good move on her part, honestly, because it doesn't make you a target. It makes you safe, and it doesn't make the other players, like, fearful of you. And honestly, if Devonne wants to play this, like, innocent girl that doesn't know what she's doing but actually is very smart, that actually could be a really good strategy. She said that she's gonna go in, she's gonna make them think she's like this innocent, like, Jocasta kind of girl, but she's not like that at all, and I really like that about her. I think she honestly could do a really good job in the game if she goes in with that strategy. That's a really good idea, and I can honestly take her very far. I don't know how far it could take her, but it's honestly a pretty good strategy. I like that idea. So basically they all keep going in the game, and basically James ends up winning, which I was very surprised about. James, to me, seemed like this floater, but he actually won, and that was very surprising. Definitely, that was very surprising. So James is the first HOH, but of course he could end up being dethroned because there was another HOH that could come in. Or neither of them could be HOH, because now we have to get into the crazy twist that is the BB Takeover. This is fucking insane. I'm sorry. This is like the most insane thing ever. I literally screamed when Julie announced what this twist is. Basically, the BB Takeover is there's going to be one twist every single week. Yes, you heard me. One twist every single week, which is insane. And honestly, it is going to keep people watching because this season is 98 days. Holy shit. Like, I really hope I don't get tired of this season, because last season was so long, and the season before that was so long, and this season's gonna be 98 days. I really hope I don't get tired. I'm gonna say that right now. I really hope I don't get tired of this season, because 98 days is kind of pushing it. I'm going to be reviewing the show till September 23rd, because that's when it ends, September 23rd. But, this is actually really cool that they have a different twist every week. This really gave me some cool ideas. Maybe one week you'll have these nominations, and then no, they'll switch them around, and the HOHs will become the nominations, and nominations will become the HOHs. You could do something really cool with that. You could do someone think, they said maybe they were going to introduce a Saboteur again. That could be really good, because that obviously distracts the players, the house guests and everything. I feel like this is definitely going to shake up the house very well, and that was a problem last season. There was really nothing that shook up the house, and I hope, as long as there's no reset this season, I'm going to be fine, honestly. If there's no reset button, then I will be completely fine with this. I think this is a really cool idea. Maybe they'll get past Big Brother house guests to come in, and maybe they'll shake up the house somehow. I'm really not sure, but I think basically what they said, that it's going to be a little bit of everything, I agree with that. It's pretty much going to be a little bit of everything, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this really shakes up the game, because it could shake up the game really well, and I think it honestly could be a very good twist. I'm very interested in seeing how this could be, and I really like this idea of the Big Brother takeover. I hope they use it very well, and this could go very well for the game, definitely. So, there's a lot more to talk about, and that's definitely going to be crazy this season. That right away gets me very intrigued for this season. As long as they don't use it on something stupid. Like, if they just do, like, oh, have-not food, like, have-nots, you are now not the have-nots. These people are the have-nots, and you're not. Like, that's stupid. I really don't want, like, these people to be the have-not food. They get to eat, like, this good food, and then the people that aren't the have-nots have to eat, like, regular food. As long as they don't do something like that, I'd be fine with that, because that's perfectly fine with me. This Big Brother takeover, it's a really cool idea. I feel like it could bring back some of the really good, cool twists that Big Brother's had in the past. No Team America, please, no Team America. I don't want that. It's going to be really cool to see what they do here, because that could be really interesting. So, Big Brother takeover, that's really awesome. But then there's another twist, and this, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm really not sure. It's called BB Twin. Basically, one of the house guests, I believe it was Shelli, has a twin in the house, and basically, they're going to play the game in and out, and if they survive to the top 5, through the first 5 weeks, both players will get to play the game, which is honestly a really cool idea. I just don't really know if it's going to work. I mean, do they look exactly the same? Because no identical twins look exactly the same. Like, for example, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Dylan Sprouts and Cole Sprouts, you can tell how different they look. Like, they have different looks, definitely. I just don't know if these two look exactly the same. They'd have to do, like, same hairstyle, everything. So, do they look exactly the same? Maybe this could work, but I'm really not sure how this is going to work. So, we'll have to see how that is. I'm not so interested in that as I am in the BB Takeover. Like, I don't really care so much about the BB Twin twist. BB Takeover, I think, is really interesting, though. I don't even remember which one had a twin. I believe they said it. I believe it's Shelli that has the twin, but I'm not sure. So overall, guys, really good first night. I'm looking forward to seeing how the second night plays out. I don't know how the, second half of the house guests are going to be. First impression on these house guests, I really do like them overall. I think they're good strategic players. I think they could go pretty far. This alliance that Shelli, Devonne, and Audrey have. Audrey and Shelli definitely have a bond, because they were looking at each other during the competition, and Shelli said that, they have a really good bond, and they're really talking. They could honestly form a really good friendship, and they could form a really good alliance. So, I hope that works out. But if Shelli's gonna be with Clay, and she has a showmance with Clay, she's gonna gravitate towards Clay and bail on them. That's really my only worry here, is that this alliance is not gonna work, because she's gonna bail on them, and it's not gonna work out. But we'll have to see how that works. James has a very important decision. So, James definitely has a very important decision right now, because he has to decide who he wants to put up, obviously. And he's the first house guest, and he doesn't really know what's going to be thrown at him for this BB takeover. I mean, anything can happen at this point. You really have to expect the unexpected, and I don't know what I'd do if I was in that Big Brother house. Like, I always think, what would I do if I was in the Big Brother house? I don't know how I'd react to this, really. This is a crazy twist that I really don't know how I'd react to this. But overall, guys, I'm really interested in seeing how the rest of this season plays out. I think this was a really good premiere. I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow night. We'll have to see how the second half of House Guests are. I will be reviewing that for you. But as I said, you won't see another review till next Thursday. It's just easier for me to do that. I like doing that because there's a lot more that happens, You know, a lot can change. Something big can happen Sunday, and then that'll be like not as big as a deal on Wednesday. Like that can happen very well, and that's how Big Brother works. But I'm very interested in seeing the season. These players look very strategic. It seems like it could be a really good season, and I want you guys to know, what do you think of the BB Takeover? What do you think of the BB Twin Twist? What do you think of the Battle of Block being back? Battle of the Block being back, I think, is honestly a really good idea with this BB Takeover, because who knows what that's going to do now with, you know, basically maybe the Battle of the Block. What will happen is that the people that are the nominations that win actually lose, and they are the nominations, and the people that lost actually win. Like, that could be really cool if they do that. I honestly don't know what they're going to do with this. It could really be anything. They didn't give us any actual, you know, detail besides this is going to be the twist, but that's actually really cool, so we'll have to see what happens there. So overall, guys, I'm really interested in seeing how this season's going to be. Let me know what you guys thought of this premiere, and I will see you guys in my next Watch Me review for the series premiere of Mr. Robot, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.